Good morning, students. Most welcome in this video class of history. Actually, students, we have to read today an important topic, that is Jules Verne. Actually, Jules Verne was a group of economic traders or businessmen there. So in this video we have to read that what the Jules Verne was and what was the function of Jules Verne. Okay, so let's see the points. I think that you will be very much clear about the Jules Verne topic. See, such harsh conditions. Actually, students, before that we have already read that what the condition of there, it was of the traders or businessmen. So in the video of liberalism, I told you there that what the liberalism was. In that, what the demand of economic sphere there it was. For example, you saw there the two main towns of Germany, from Hamburg to Nuremberg. If you have to go to sell your goods, you have to cross the 11 tax barriers, custom barriers, and at each place you must have to pay 5% of the tax. That was the difficult condition for the traders, how they will survive there. That's why they raised their voice, and so many harsh conditions. Actually, Ely, I have told you about the Ely, what the measurement of Ely was there. It was different for different cities. So that's why the customs means due to that taxation system, the businessmen and traders were very much annoyed by the system, and that's why they formed the Jules Verne. They founded the Jules Verne, a group of economic traders, businessmen, and what they did, we have to see there. So that's why such harsh conditions viewed as an obstacle, बाधा के रूप में स्टूडेंट्स इसको देखा जाने लगा, किसके द्वारा? To economic exchange and growth by the new commercial classes. Actually, due to industrialization that held in England, it also spread in Europe later on in the 19th century. But actually, as the new commercial classes were beginning, they found that this type of tax barriers, I mean such harsh conditions, are very much difficult for the economic growth. So that's why students, जो कॉमर्शियल क्लासेज उत्पन्न होना वहां शुरू हुए ना, वे कॉमर्शियल क्लासेज जो थे उनके लिए यह क्या था, एक ऑब्स्टेकल के रूप में था इस तरह के टैक्स बैरियर्स. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, सो दे आर्ग्यूड फॉर द क्रिएशन ऑफ अ यूनिफाइड इकोनॉमिक टेरिटरी अलाउंग द अनहिंडर्ड का स्टूडेंट्स मतलब होता है बेरोक टोक, है ना, रोक टोक. Okay students, so actually they wanted a territory where movement of goods, people and capital will be without any interference. Understood? वे चाहते क्या थे स्टूडेंट्स कि अगर वो एक शहर से दूसरे शहर अपने वस्तुओं को बेचे, लोगों के आने जाने या अपने सामान को ले जाने में किसी तरह का कोई टैक्स बैरियर नहीं होना चाहिए, किसी तरह की कोई रुकावट नहीं होनी चाहिए. देयर शुड बी नो एनी टाइप ऑफ इंटरफेरेंस देयर. Okay, so that's why students, you know that in 1833, actually I told you in 1833 from Hamburg to Nuremberg, if you are going, 11 tax barriers you had to cross there. It was the very difficult condition. Okay students, so in 1834, actually remember, this was the position of harsh condition that was faced by the businessmen or traders in 1833 students, while in 1834 custom union, and that was only known as the Jules Verne. सो कस्टम यूनियन जोलेवेरिन वाज फॉर्म। एक्चुअली क्या होगा, जब धीरे धीरे लोगों के मन में इस तरह की बातें फैलने लगी कि जब तक हम एक यूनियन नहीं बनाएंगे, अनटिल वी नॉट बी यूनाइटेड, the system will never be changed. That's why they founded custom union or Zollverein there in 1834. So at the initiative of Prussia, means the initiative का अर्थ होता है स्टूडेंट्स कि उसके पहल पर, means the main creative idea of this Zollverein was given by Prussia and joined by the most of the German states. जो ज्यादा से ज्यादा जर्मन स्टेट्स के द्वारा भी उसमें क्या हो गए, जुड़ गए। मीन्स एज द टाइम पास्ट इट बिकेम अ लार्ज यूनियन स्टूडेंट्स, यह एक लार्ज यूनियन के रूप में बदल गया। कौन? जोलोवेरिन। तो जोलोवेरिन क्या था? एक कॉमर्शियल ग्रुप था जिसका उद्देश्य था कि ऑल द harsh conditions that were imposed, means state imposed taxes that must be abolished, ये सब क्या होने चाहिए? abolished होने चाहिए। Understood? So what this Zollverein means, this union did, students? The union abolished the tariff barriers, जो टैक्स बैरियर्स थे, जो हम लोग पहले भी चर्चा कर चुके हैं, actually these tax barriers, and reduced the number of currencies from over 30 to 2. Actually, at the time of Napoleon, I told you, Napoleon founded 39 confederation of 39 states. Confederation, okay, confederation of 39 states there. Okay, students. So at that time, after Napoleon, this confederation of 39 states had their own currencies and own measurements, है ना, सबके अलग अलग करेंसीज थे। सो इट वाज वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट इन द ट्रेडिंग सिस्टम। दैट्स व्हाई एट दैट टाइम उन लोगों ने क्या किया, 30 जो करेंसीज थी, कम से कम 30 को घटा करके कितने पर ला दिया? 2 करेंसीज पर ला दिया स्टूडेंट्स। दिस वाज द मेजर स्टेप टेकन बाय द जोलेवेरिन। And later on, students, the creation of network of railways further unified the economic nationalism. Actually, due to industrialization, the creation of network of railway was also spread all over Europe, and slowly the economic nationalism, actually economic nationalism ही शुरुआत हो गई कहाँ? यूरोप में। मीन्स नेशनलिज्म की शुरुआत किसके द्वारा हुई? जोलेवेरिन के द्वारा हुई, वेयर द इकोनॉमिक ग्रुप वाज फाउंडेड, और जिनका उद्देश्य था किसी भी तरह से व्यापार को सही ढंग से ले चलने का। इसके लिए टैक्सेस को हटाना जरूरी था, एंड दैट्स व्हाई दिस ग्रुप वाज फाउंडेड देयर एंड फॉर्म्ड बाय द यूनियन। अंडरस्टूड स्टूडेंट? बट द मेन सिटी वाज प्रसिया। इसी के कहने पर at the initiative of Prussia only this group was founded there, और इस ग्रुप ने ये सारे कार्य कर दिए स्टूडेंट्स। that was very very rare work in the history of nationalism in Europe students. So actually this was termed as economic nationalism that was brought in Europe by this union. Okay students, so I hope that you have understood the topic Zollverein, that is very very important in the point of examination of you. Okay student, thank you very much.